Revelation 865. From the 15th of April 1939. Suppression of desires are advantageous for soul. Commandments. Renunciation. To act against the divine will can never be useful for the soul, although the body gains an advantage from it. And therefore the divine commandments will almost always be an obstacle to earthly well-being. They will always demand a certain renunciation or abstinence from man, and therefore will rarely find approval where one tries to enjoy life to the fullest. But indisputably a benefit is shown to the soul where the commandments are fulfilled through subordination of physical comforts. The soul tries to dismiss everything that hinders it and feels unspeakably well in a free state, which, however, does not benefit the body during the time on earth, because all advantages of the soul only have a purely spiritual effect and therefore cannot be felt by the earthly body. And therefore the life of the soul must be completely separated from the sensory life of the body. But repeated consideration for the body will harm the soul to a certain extent, because if the earthly desire of the body is satisfied, matter simultaneously increases and therefore also the fetters in which the soul still languishes. And man should redeem himself from matter, he should avoid everything and withdraw it from the body, only to become free from matter, which has held him captive for thousands of years. Who considers this, will also be able to measure the danger which lies in the fulfillment of earthly desires. He will use all willpower to be able to resist the body's desire, and he will assist the soul in its distress and help it to free itself from the fetters of matter. In every earthly situation of life man naturally tries to exploit the greatest possible advantage for himself. He always thinks first to make his earthly existence bearable and does not see the danger which just lies in such endeavor. If he would first think of his soul and consider the possible consequences for it, it would certainly become much easier for him to do without many earthly advantages and to be satisfied with the advancement of his soul. But if man pays little or no attention to all spiritual thoughts, he will always be interested only in arranging his earthly life as comfortable and carefree as possible, and otherwise reject everything spiritual in the wrong opinion to be relieved with it also of any responsibility. That is why the busy work of the beings on the other side is again and again directed to the enlightenment about the actual destiny of man. Once this has become clear to man, he will see in the suppression of his own desire an advantage for the soul. He will be more active for the very salvation of the soul, in the same measure also lose the desire for the world and for the sake of his soul also renounce where he lusts for the fulfillment of his desires. Amen.